First, my job is to welcome you all to Ward 8. I want to thank Mayor Bowser, Congressman Ron Moten, Deputy Mayor Snowden, Director Lacey, all you all I gathered here today, because it's really a change to see. Can you quiet down in the back for me, please? Thank you. When I first started hearing about Checkit, as you know, it was about a lot of chaos, a lot of drama downtown. Benton Road, we had went over there a few times, Chinatown, and I think it's more than just creating a clothing line. It's creating a new brand for our young people. And so to see them transform their lives, you know, they give inspiration to another generation of young people. I've been out here on the weekends and see them at meetings on the weekends and painting and working and meeting and strategizing. And it's not just about the clothing line, which you want to support. It's about a life change. And these young people have truly been inspiring. It's not just this generation, but generation behind them. And I'm so proud to see them at the forums, at the hearings, on the front line, fighting for justice and peace, right here on Martin Luther King Avenue across the city. Give them another round of applause. One thing that I know is that bad things happen when good people do nothing. And I want to give a special kudos to Ron Moten for standing in the gap for a generation. And he told you briefly about his story, but it takes a champion really to be there for other people. Because, you know, the community, with the many social issues we face today, they go through a lot with homelessness, with being attacked, with low self-esteem, and they kind of come together for survival mode. And this is just one effort that he's done over the many years I've been around to give back and support people from all walks of life. I think this speaks volumes to being right here on Martin Luther King Avenue. That's about equality, but equity. People in our community want to participate. People in our community want to own our own businesses. And economic empowerment is what our young people need. Because when they push to the corner, they decide to do things they normally want to do because we're in survival mode. I know that story far too often, so I want to acknowledge them and those who are not here, because I've seen them grow so much over the years. And the way they speak now, the way they carry themselves now, the way they talk now, it's truly transformative. So I want to thank you all for having me here today and acknowledge Frye, I see you in the back, for giving back to these young people. You all are going to do tremendous things. It goes beyond just this store here today. I want to encourage you all to donate. I donated before, I make another donation again. We got to give back, we got to put our money where our mouth is. Say, put your money. Put your money. Y'all didn't say it right, I see that. Put your money. Put your money. Where your mouth is. That's what it's about, putting our money where our mouth is. Economic empowerment is leading this community, this stuff. Thank you.
Also, I see the Roman leaders, Apostle Rex in here, Marcus Ellis for Sacred Stronger, Jose Cunningham from the DC GOP. There's a diverse, there's a lot of people in here. I thank everybody for coming out. Few things I want to tell you. After Mr. Lacey speaks, can we let the mayor go upstairs to the front so we can do the ribbon cut? Everybody else is going to face the mayor so we can do the ribbon cut. It won't be long, we'll do it real fast, right? But this is amazing. Am I right? Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah. And just so you know, this is just not a store. This is a community space where community events will happen, community cookouts out back, right? And programming. So we're going to be working with Mr. Folks, we're going to be working with TSC, NAR, and other partners in the community to do things in this space. So this is for the community, for us all to come together and do great things within our community. So 5 years ago, Star, who's behind me, Sister Netta, was shot 3 times around Trinidad with an AK-47. And I was going to see her. Star, who was behind me, was locked up in DC jail and called. And Star said to me, Mo, you only help the girls and the guys. You never help the gay children in the community. And I told Star, I help anybody who wants to help themselves. I met with Star when Star came home. We met at Denny's, right? And we met at Denny's. He pulled everybody together. E-Ball, she put everybody together. E-Ball, Mike, Trey, Skittles, he's around here somewhere. And we met. And I don't know if Frye Moon is in here. When I talked to them, I said, what do y'all want to do, right? And this was during a time when the whole city was against me. I lost everything. I lost my house, my car, right? I was sleeping on my grandmother who was upstairs. She can't come down the steps couch. I was sleeping on my mother's couch, right? And there's a guy in here by the name of Donnell Perkins who gave me a house. And we were all struggling together. And we were working hard to change ourselves and make our lives better. And I want to thank my children who are in here too, who sacrificed with me. My 2 daughters are in here. Can we give them a round of applause? And 5 years later, from us working hard, and the first grant we got from Far Southeast, which allowed us to do a fashion show, which they wanted to do, right? It allowed us to do a fashion show at a police precinct with the help of Chief Grooms, who met with us in Chinatown. They had a first meeting with the police to say they wanted to change, right? So that's how this got started. And now we have in Ward 8 a great council member. We have a great mayor who Erica would talk about the program that helped them, which was very powerful, because a lot of times you can say you want young people to do the right thing, but we can't stabilize them, and they got to do all these different things to survive. It's easier said than done, right? And also I see Trayon. I also want to acknowledge my friend, Mr. Lacey, who had his artists work with our youth to do that mural upstairs that you see upstairs. He was here with us 5 o'clock in the morning doing a mural of our youth. I think took the poles upstairs in the kitchen. Eleanor Holmes Norton, the Honorable Eleanor Holmes Norton. Let's give her a round of applause. She beat me over the uppercut and the hook because she said I called her late, but it wasn't like that. I called, but I couldn't reach her. And when I reached her, she responded and said, "I'm there." So please accept my apology. All right. The Honorable Dae Dae. Let's give him a round of applause. He works with Congresswoman Norton. And the reason why Dae Dae is here is 2 things. In Chicago, they have a bigger gang problem than we have in D.C., right? And he just lost, I believe, his grandson or someone to homicide in Chicago. And he had authored the Second Chance Act with, I believe, Senator Portsman. And a lot of these young people are returned citizens. And he believes in giving people a second chance. So anytime we call him, and Norton, who works together on these issues, they always respond to them. And it's very important to acknowledge our people who are working up here to deal with a lot of mess about people who don't care about people who are in this room. So I'm just happy for you all to take the time to come in Southeast, in this half basement, and we work together. We're going to get that together, though. And also, he's not here, but Dwayne Gautier, I just want to thank him because one of his chief of staffs, I'll call her, just told us that we don't have to pay rent for July and August. Oh my God, y'all just don't know. No, you don't know. We took over this lease in November, and we had to pay rent every month, and we put over $30,000 in this building to do a renovation. And these young people got the witness that you can do whatever you want to do if you believe, and you have adults working with you to show you the way. I also want to thank Sam Ford in the back who did the very first story on Checkit in Chinatown, because a lot of times the media won't come out for something positive. So we thank all the media who came out today for something positive. For I forget his assistant back, we have a community garden out back that we're doing with our young people. And she's back there getting it beautified. Can you wave your hand? She works with Kamon Freeman next door. And the garden was actually first funded by Prince. Yes, it was started by Prince. Money from the Prince Foundation, just so you know that. This building has a spirit of an ancestor in here. So let's give Kamon a round of applause also. He's our neighbor, and we're going to play things together, and we're going to teach young people about nature in the back. So with that being said, I would like to bring up for a couple of words, Checkit to say a few things, and I left out Dana Floor, the producer of the movie on the left-hand side. How many of y'all know Checkit has a movie coming out? Yeah. Can I now? Okay. Oh, well, I'm going to say this. On Friday. On Friday, it will be a big announcement that somebody real big in Hollywood is putting the Checkit film out, and it's going to go around the world, and it's going to be bigger than ever. I wish I could tell you right now. But guess what? They'll be on Fox 5 probably Friday, and they can talk about it, all right? Yeah. So, with that being said, I'd like to bring Star and Erica up to say a few words. Erica's going to introduce the mayor. So, Star and Mike, I want y'all to say a few words. We're going to get started with the program.
Hey, everybody. Hey. I'm really excited for this day. I really thank you. Okay, ready? I'm very excited for this day. Like, I really couldn't wait. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We stayed here till 4 o'clock this morning last night getting everything together. Came back at 8, 9 o'clock this morning, finished up everything. And I want to thank the mayor and everybody and all y'all for actually coming. This is like actually a big step for us, like a big old change around for us, like from our past tense when we was together, I guess everybody called it gangs, fighting, terrorizing everywhere, but it was only for protection for the LGBT. So like I'm happy our building actually open. We're gonna have a lot of activity down here for the LGBT, especially all the youth, because we know everything that we went through. We know that a lot of people going through, and a lot of youth will not talk to just anybody, but they will talk to us. So we actually did outreach down Gallery 1 month, and they actually came to me and was like, "Stop, we will only tell our personal business to y'all because y'all inspire us. Y'all is the one who actually been doing it, and I watch y'all, and now over there, like I will only tell y'all." So that's why we will actually have a lot of LGBT events down here, like everything for all the youth. And I'm just happy. Thanks everybody for coming.
Everybody. Welcome to Checkit Enterprise. And I too want to thank Ron Moten. Ron Moten is a peacekeeper, isn't he? Yeah. No matter where he goes, he figures out a way to make sure people are getting along, mending fences, mediating problems, and finding their pathway to a good life in Washington, D.C. And he knows something about struggle, and he knows about coming out on the other side. So give Ron Moten a big round of applause. I want to thank Erica for that wonderful introduction, and want to thank all of you who are here. Council member, it's great to be in Ward 8. Congresswoman, you're always with us fighting for young people. And this building, this story of bringing it together is really about the grassroots coming together to save kids. And we want to thank Ronald, we want to thank Diane Grooms and all of MPD, who instead of saying we got a problem, let's figure out a law enforcement solution, said let's figure out a people solution. And that's what happened in this case. I can't wait to see the documentary, see how we adults can work with young people to help solve problems. But one thing that Erica was talking about that was very real for us. When I became mayor, we had a 14+% unemployment rate here in Ward 8. Now it's still too high, but it's gone down 3 percentage points in those 2.5 years. And the way that we've been able to focus on it is looking for jobs for young people. So we expanded the Mayor Berry Summer Youth Program to include young people 22 to 24 years old. And we have had 3,000 young people participate in that program. Clinton Lacey and DYRS have been very focused on how to heal problems with our children who come into our care at DYRS. We stole it from New York. And I'm glad we did, because he's doing a fantastic job of healing and making sure that we have opportunities to heal families when they're in our care. But what Erica was talking about was career connections. And I want to thank council member and all the members of the council who've been willing to stand with us to support these opportunities. Because when Checkit or Far Southeast, when they identify a young person who, with a chance, is going to make different decisions, is going to change their lives, is going to leave crime behind, we are able to immediately put them into a subsidized job opportunity through career connections, and it's made all of the difference. So I just want to say how proud I am to be here so that we can have a safe place for our LGBT youth. We know they get bullied at school, right? They get bullied at home sometimes, and more, they become and they can become homeless. So having a safe place, having a place where we know we can tell kids you don't have to run and be on the streets, that we're going to get you the help that you need, can make all of a difference in a young person's life. So Ron Moten, God bless you for this. Thank you.
I had a job of getting my next 2 congressmen in and up and out by 3 o'clock because one of them has to leave. So I'm going to bring a special lady up who advocate for the District of Columbia probably as long as I've been working in the community. Longer than I've been working in the community, which has been since 1995. So I know you've been doing it before me. I just want you to know that we appreciate all your labor. And once again for coming out. Without further ado, Elder Holmes, Lord, let's give a round of applause.
Thank you, Ron. You've been working overtime for the community. The least I can do is come out. Mayor Bowser, Council Member Treyon. Look, I tell y'all something. My remarks are brief because I got to get up to do some shopping. I don't know what the rest of you came for. But I do want to say first to my good friend and colleague who with me chairs a commission on black men and boys, and this is men and women here, how wonderful it was or is for Congressman Danny Davis from Chicago to take precious time out from his congressional duties, taking care of his own constituents, to come to Ward 8 where there's not a single vote for him. But believe me that the congressman and I, when we are working for black men and boys, know we're doing something that has nationwide consequences. Look, I'm just out here to say, there are a lot of overlooked youngsters. These youngsters who were more than overlooked, but bullied and essentially abandoned, have decided to take control of their own lives. I must say that they say to us, look what we did, Ron, the rest of you all doing it. It's quite extraordinary to see young people that nobody cut a break for, cut their own break, and become what is the hardest thing to become. Let me tell you, it's easier to get a job than to start your own business and providing jobs for others. So all I'm here to say, I'm here to support you, and let's everybody hurry up so I can get upstairs.
I also want to acknowledge, I think it was Mr. Town, Mr. Carl Racine would have been here, he's out on vacation. Also, if you look upstairs on both walls, you'll see the donors, and you all can get on that wall. One side is 500 and better, the other side is 1,000 and better. Platinum 1,000, 500 gold. Carl Racine is one of the gold donors who gave $500, right? So he said, if anybody else do 500, he can go up to 1,000. So 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So it's important when you leave to donate because there are some machines. You see that room in the back? Everything they need to do a world-class clothing company will be in that room. But there's some machines we need. One of them costs $11,000 and one of them costs $3,000. So we are still raising money, right? But they make the best of what they got, and you'll see that upstairs in the room. So without further ado, this guy right here, like I said, I love him to death because I love his spirit. They work together and fight for black people. And before I get beat up, Miss Sheila, I apologize, the director of the LGBTQ office here. Please give her a round of applause. She does a marvelous job advocating for the community. So, please forgive me. No, forgive me. So, Mr. Davis, I really appreciate you. Like I said, the Second Chance Act means a whole lot to us. You will lead in the reform effort to change those mandatory minimums that they're trying to bring back, right? And we really appreciate you speaking up for the people that everybody forgot about. We love you, brother. Can you please come and say thank you?
And the introduced last week by Representative Simpson from Wisconsin. So that means that it's going to be renewed, it's going to be refunded, and it's going to keep going. Let me be brief and quick, because I'm the guy that's got to go. I'm going to go on the floor.
He's kind of bold.
Yeah. But it's not every day that I get a chance to sit next to and decide. Just a tremendous mayor doing an outstanding job. And I get a chance to help her take her jacket off. I'll be back. And to see so many young people all together young member of the council, young activists, young people engaged. It's my pleasure simply to be here. And then there are people like myself and Eleanor Holmes Norton. We've been around a long time. We really have. We've seen a lot of things. We've seen a lot of changes. But to see an economic enterprise like we're seeing today, wrapped around all of the social work activity that has to take place. I just left the chaplain of the Senate's office, Barry Black. And one of the most eloquent people you would ever see, hear, or encounter. And he was telling me that there was a time when he was locked up, that his daddy was locked up. And now look at where he is today. Carry on. It's just good to be here. Eleanor, it's good to work with you. God bless you. And it's good to see all of you. Thank you so much.